Hello everyone, welcome to lecture series of Introduction to Python, and in this lecture we are going to discuss about the while loop in Python. So in Python the while loop has the following syntax. First we have to write a while keyword, and then we have to write a test expression, and this test expression can be evaluated to either true value or false value. So if it evaluates to true, we will execute the statements which lies inside the while loop, that means while block, and if it evaluates to false, we will not execute this while loop. So in Python the while loop has optional else part. So this part can be written or it cannot be written, it is up to you, depends on your code, and this is always a optional part, and this will only be executed if this while part has been terminated normally, that means without any break statement. So let's see an example of while first. So in this case I am taking a value of n which is initialized to 0, and we are going to check first n is less than 5, that means 0 is less than 5. So this is a true condition. So we will execute the statements which are inside the while loop, that means these two statements. That means I will print the value of n first, which is 0. Then I will update the value of n, that is n equals to n plus 1. That means n becomes 0 plus 1. That means its value is 1. And we'll again check whether 1 is less than 5 or not. So in this case 1 is less than 5, this condition is again true, so we will again print this value of n. So first we have printed 0, then we will print 1. Similarly the value of n will be updated by plus 1, and this condition will be tested, 2 is less than 5, so this is also true, so we will again print the value of n as a 2. Then this value will be updated by plus 1, so this value becomes 3, and 3 is less than 5, condition is again true, so we will print the value of n. Then we will update the value of n, that means by plus 1, so this becomes 4, and 4 is less than 5, so this is again a true condition, so we will execute this print statement, that means print n. So this will give me answer 4, and will again update the value of n by plus 1. So now it becomes 5, and we will check this condition 5 is less than 5. So the condition 5 is less than 5, it is false condition. So as soon as this expression evaluates to false, we will not execute the statements which are inside the while loop. That means the answer will be 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So that's how the while loop works in Python. Let's see an example with else part. So this is the same code as previous one, so we are going to get the output from this code as a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and as this while loop has been terminated normally, that means without any break keyword, so we will execute this else part also. So in else part we have written a message hello world, so this hello world string will be evaluated at the last, that means this will be the output of this code. So that's how the else part works in while loop. So let's see the else part with a break statement. So in this case I have taken the same example, but we have added this part, if n equals to 3 then we are going to break this while loop. So the value of n starts from 0, so 0 is less than 5, this condition is true, so we are going to print out this value, that means 0. Then we will update the value of n, so value of n becomes 1, 1 equals to 3, condition is false, so we will not executing break statement right now, and we will again check the condition of while loop, that is 1 is less than 5. So this is a true condition, so we are going to print this message print n. So it will output 1, and then we are going to update the value of n by +1. So in this case now the value of n becomes 2 and 2 equals to 3. This is a false condition, so we are not again going to execute this break statement. So we will update the value, we have updated the value of n as a 2. So 2 is less than 5, this condition is again true. So we will print this message, that means it becomes 2, and now I will update the value of n by +1, so it becomes now 3. In this case 3 equals to 3, this condition becomes true, and if this condition becomes true, now in this case we will execute this break statements. So the break statement generally do what? It breaks the flow of control, that means it took out the control outside from the while loop. So we will come out of while loop. So we have not terminated the while loop normally, we have been terminated, or control has been out by a break keyword. So this else part is not going to be executed. So the output of this complete code will be 0, 1 and 2. Let's see an example. Can you guess the output of this code? Here I have taken a string in variable x which has a string computer, and I am testing while x. So we can also write this type of syntax. So basically this expression must be evaluated to either true or false. So any non-zero value will be treated as a true value, and any zero value is treated as a false value. So in case of true value we will execute the while part, and in case of zero or false value we will not execute the statement which are inside the while part or while loop. So in this case first this is written like something while computer. So we will execute this while loop because this means a true expression. So we will print out this message print x, that means first we will print computer, and then the value of x has been updated by x equals to x 1 colon, that means the value of x becomes OMPUTER, because this is indexed from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and up to 7, and we are assigning the variable x the string starting from index 1 up to the last character, that means OMPUTER to this variable x. So we are going to test string while OMPUTER, so this will again evaluates to true. So in this case we will print the message OMPUTER. So similarly we will get this output. As soon as we reach up to this last string there are no more characters left. So let's see the use of else as a flag in while loop. So this is the program of a finding whether a number is prime or not. So let's take the value of y as a 13. So we want to find out whether 13 is a prime or not. So to check whether a number is prime or not, you simply just check, suppose the number is n, so we will check whether this number is divisible by either 2, 3 up to n by 2. So in Python we will use the floor division to have a floor value, not a decimal value, that means integer value. So 13 floor division 2, this will give me answer 6. So the value of x will start from 6. So first we will check this condition 6 is greater than 1. So here the objective is to check whether 13 is a prime or not. So we are going to check whether 13 is divisible by either 6, then we are reducing the value here, so we will check with 5, then we will check with 4, then 3, then 2. So if 13 is divisible by any of these numbers, so we will print out it has this factor, and if it is not divisible, that means we will not break the statements and we will simply print out this number is a prime number. So in this case we are going to execute this else part without reaching to this break statement, because this is not going to be true in this case, because the value of y is 13 and the value of x is going to be first 6. So this will evaluate to false, then it is going to be 5 false, then 4, then 3, then 2. So in all these cases the value of this statement is going to be false. So we will never execute these two statements. So we will print out or execute this statement, which is else statement, and print out this message, that is y is a prime number. Finally, let's see the difference between while loop and for loop in Python. So in Python, the while loop and for loops are used to iterate a number of statements. If you want to execute some statements some number of times, then we can use the while loop or for loop. So while loop can be used if we really don't know the how many times we have to execute the statements, and the for loop can be used if we really know how many times we know the statement has to be executed. While loop has some larger syntax. That means first we have to initialize a variable, then we have to write a while part, then we have to write the statements which we want to execute, and there is some updation part also. So this is the syntax of while loop. But in Python the for loop has this simple syntax: for I in range 5 and print I. So this is just a 2 line of code, and it is a 4 line of code, and both code will give the same output. So they give the output 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. We generally use the for loop where we know exactly how many times we have to execute the statements, and we use the while loop if we do not know how many times we have to execute the statements. Like in this example, if we want to find out the sum of digit of a number, so we can use a while loop to check whether a number has how many digits. So user can enter any number which has a any number of digits in that particular number. So we can use a while loop very easily for this kind of problems. So this is all about the for loop and while loop. Let's see you in next class. Thank you.